Everyone watching this video right now has heard the promise. No face, no experience, no stress. Just upload and get paid. But here's what nobody tells you up front. Most people who try YouTube automation will fail. Not slowly, not politely. They'll fail quietly and never understand why. And the scary part is this: most of them will think they did everything right. Stay with me, because what I'm about to explain will probably make you uncomfortable, but it might save you months of wasted effort. Let me start with a question. Why do two people copy the exact same automation strategy, use the same tools, the same editors, the same AI voices, and one channel grows while the other dies at 0 views? The answer is not what you think, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Here's the first hard truth. YouTube automation is not passive income. That idea alone has destroyed more channels than bad editing ever could. Automation doesn't remove work, it removes visibility. You stop being the face, but the thinking doesn't disappear. Someone still has to understand what people click, what people ignore, and what makes someone stay. And here's the trap most people fall into. They think outsourcing means skipping understanding. It doesn't. It just delays the failure. Now let me tell you the first reason most automation channels collapse, and it happens before the first video even goes live. Most people start automation without knowing what success looks like. They don't know what a good hook feels like, what retention looks like, or why one video holds attention and another doesn't. So when they hire people, they can't judge quality. They approve bad scripts. They approve boring edits. They approve weak thumbnails. And YouTube responds exactly how it should, with silence. But here's where it gets worse. Most people think 0 views means the algorithm hates them. It doesn't. The algorithm is doing something far more dangerous. It's learning to ignore you, and once that happens, climbing out becomes harder than starting right. But why does YouTube decide that so early? That answer is coming, but first, you need to understand the next mistake. Let's talk about niches. Most automation channels don't choose niches. They copy what looks successful. Reddit stories, AI motivation, luxury facts. Did you know the channels? And here's the illusion. Those niches look profitable because you see the winners. You don't see the thousands of channels that tried the same thing and disappeared. YouTube doesn't reward sameness anymore. It rewards viewer satisfaction. If your video feels replaceable, YouTube replaces it. Now here's a detail most people miss, and this is important. Being faceless is not the problem. Being forgettable is. If your video ends and the viewer feels nothing, no curiosity, no clarity, no reason to continue, YouTube records that, and that single signal determines your future reach. Let me pause here, because this is where many people start feeling nervous. You might be thinking, so what does YouTube want? Good question. But before we answer that, there's a bigger mistake killing automation channels even faster, and it's money. Most people spend money before they earn understanding. They pay for editors, they pay for scripts, they pay for voices, but they never invest time into learning why videos work. So money leaves their pocket, but insight never enters their mind. That's not automation. That's outsourcing ignorance. And ignorance scales very well in the wrong direction. Now let me say something that will upset a few people. The YouTube algorithm is not your enemy. In fact, it's brutally honest. It doesn't care about your effort. It doesn't care about your tools. It doesn't care how long you edited. It only follows people. If people click and stay, YouTube pushes. If they don't, YouTube stops. And that decision usually happens in the first 30 seconds. Which brings us to the most ignored part of automation: hooks. Most people think a hook is just a sentence. It's not. A hook is a promise. And when your video doesn't deliver that promise fast enough, viewers leave. Once enough viewers leave, YouTube stops the experiment. Game over. But here's the twist. Even good videos fail if they're released inconsistently. YouTube doesn't trust chaos. Random uploads confuse the system. One video today, another in 2 weeks, then silence. YouTube rewards predictability, not perfection. Consistency is a trust signal. Without it, automation dies slowly. Now let's bring everything together. YouTube automation doesn't fail because it's fake. It fails because people try to automate before they understand. Automation only works when you already know what people click, what people watch, and why they stay. Automation should scale success, not search for it. So if you're watching this and thinking, I've tried automation and nothing worked, that doesn't mean you failed. It means you skipped steps. And steps skipped always come back with interest. Here's the smarter path. Learn YouTube first. Even faceless, even simple. Study thumbnails, study pacing, study audience psychology. Then, and only then, automate. That's how channels quietly win. If you've made it this far, you already did what most viewers won't. You stayed, which means you're not here for hype. You're here for understanding. And that's exactly what this channel is about. If you want to learn YouTube automation the right way, without lies, shortcuts, or fake promises, subscribe. This is Money Logic. And here, we don't chase dreams. We explain the system.